Today we will discuss on second part of database, that is database like SQL query. Okay. So in first session, like we discussed mostly about like what is DBMS system, what is table, how table are connected with each other. Okay, what is primary key, then like how to insert record, all those kind of discussion we did. And today we will see like how to create table, how to update table, how to delete table, and then like what all database operations are there, like select query, insert query, delete query. Okay, so we will be more focused on SQL query for DDL, means database definition language, where we will create and update the structure of table, and we will discuss about DML, where we will do like processing with records. Either we will insert or delete or whatever. Okay. So before going to start that SQL query, so first thing what we will see, like to run this SQL query, you need one server, database server. Okay. So we have multiple options. Either you can install like database server in your local system. Okay, you can install MySQL server or Oracle server where you can write this SQL query. That is one option. Another option you have, you can take like any cloud services. You can use any cloud services which provide database server, let's say Azure, AWS, or like we have many other clouds. So I will suggest to use this Clever Cloud. Okay, this Clever Cloud, like it's very easy to use, and you can create account here without giving any credit card or any other information. Okay, so first we will create one MySQL server on Clever Cloud, and then we will perform all this operation, database operation or database. We will write database query. Okay, so let's start, and let me create one. Let me create one account on Clever Cloud. Okay, so you need to go to this Clever Cloud URL. Okay, and here you will get sign up option. Okay, you need to give your email ID here, password, then select this option, and you need to provide this captcha. Okay, once you will create account, okay, you will redirect to this page. It will ask you to activate this link. Oh, sorry, no need to send it again. Once you will activate this account, okay, once you will click on that activation link, then you can click on this add-on organization. Okay, once you will click on add-on organization, you will get this option. So here you need to put any organization name. Let's say we'll put description. So you can put dummy information. So I'm just giving everywhere Mulesoft. Then once you will create an organization, you need to click on create add-on. Okay. Once you will here and add-on. Okay. And add-on. Once you will click on that, you will get this option. So here you need to search for MySQL server. Select this and go to top and select first option. This is trial one where you will get 10 MB space. Okay. And you don't need to do anything. Just click on next. And then you put same organization name here. Click on next. So now we have this MySQL server with the name of Mulesoft. Okay. So here you can see your Microsoft SQL server, host, database name, username, password you can see here, then port, then connection URL, everything you can see here. Okay. So later on, while working on Mulesoft also, we are going to use this to connect with our database connector. But at this moment, we don't need this detail. We need this PHP MyAdmin. Okay. So maybe may take some time. It will take maybe 2-3 minutes. Meanwhile, let it load the SQL server. So what we will do, so this account we created, this part is done. So now we have one SQL server on cloud. Okay. And we are going to use this Clever Cloud where we have created MySQL server. Next, we will understand what is data type. Okay. So in Mulesoft, we not Mulesoft, in any programming language, we have multiple data types. So it will tell you type of data. Let's say you have any data. Okay. You are storing student information. So in student information, what kind of data we are storing? We are storing name. Okay. Name will be like this, something Mulesoft or Kumar or something. So this kind of data is known as string data. Okay. If it will be only one character, then it will be known as character data. And if it is a multiple character, then it will be string data. Okay. So in data type, we have string data type, we have integer data type. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, like 123. All these are integer data type. So ABC, AB1 to C, AB1 to 3. These all are string data type. Okay. This 1 to 3 inside double quote is also string. This 1 to 3 is 123, which is integer, but within the double quote, 1 to. Okay. So like that, like we have multiple data type, integer, string, float. Float means decimal value, 10 plus 2. Sorry, 10.2. That is float. Okay. We have other data type also like array. So all those data type we will discuss later. So we have multiple data type. So here we will be more focused on integer and string data type. Okay. So this data type we will use while creating the structure of table or while inserting the data in database. Okay. So first thing, if you remember in our previous class, what we did, we have seen table. Okay. Like let's say student table. If we want to enter the student information, we need to create a student table. So in student table, we will have multiple data like name, age, date of birth, class. Okay, so all those kind of information will be there. That will be known as attribute or column. Okay, so whenever we are defining any table, so we need to give table name and we need to give attributes of that table. Okay, so here you can see this is the syntax of creating any new table. Okay, this is the syntax of creating new table. So what all things are here? First, create, this is keyword, then table, this is also keyword, and this is table name. Create table, table name, and then inside this first bracket, you need to put all the columns, how many columns that table will have. Okay. Since we want to create student table, so we have registration ID, role, last name, first name, address, city, class. Okay. So what it will do, it will create one student table. Okay. And it will have registration ID, role, last name, first name, address, city, class. Okay. So so we have this student table which contain this many columns. Okay. So if we will write this query, okay, create table, table name, and then what all column will be there, this many column, and this is the data type varchar 250. If you want to create any string data type, then you need to write here varchar. Okay, and this is the size of maximum size of character, how many maximum character you can put in string. So here what is the size? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, if size will be here 5, then you will not able to insert this 6 character. So this will tell you maximum size of character you can insert in registration ID. So this one is now 5 and this is 250. Yes, you can insert. Okay. So varchar will denote string data type, and this will tell how many character will be there in string data type. Okay. Then we have roll number of integer data type, then last name, first name, address. Okay. So all these of string data type, and then class is again of integer data type. So in this way, you can create
What is
anything.
meant by that varchar?
Varchar, yeah. This is the syntax of denoting string data type. Okay,
Okay, that
if
is
you
a
want to
fixed
create,
one.
sorry,
That is fixed one. That varchar is
that is keyword.
the
Yeah, that is keyword. You can say keyword, not fixed one. That is keyword of string data type.
okay.
Okay, and size you can put anything. There is one upper limit, but yeah, 250, 300 you can put. Is
Okay.
it clear?
Yeah, yeah.
Now what I will do, I will create this table. So I need to run this query. Okay. So just now we created one server. So we'll go there. And now this server is ready. Okay. So in this server, what you need to do, you need to go to database first. So it will show you how many database we have. So by default, it will give you 2 database. Okay. This schema one and this database one. Okay. So let's click on this. 1 minute. Let's go back to this database. Okay, so I'm inside this database only. Go to SQL, and here query is there. Let me check what. Okay, fine. I will go in SQL only and paste this query. So create table student where columns are registration ID, roll number, last name, first name, address, city, and class. And these are the data type for this. And click on go. So you can see here 0 rows. And if there will be any error, then it will give you error. But if everything is successful, then you will not get error. So what I will do before going to do anything, I will create one duplicate and then I will go to structure. So it will show you this student table here. Okay, click on this student table. So we have this student table with this many columns. You can see same Excel what we have created. Same way, this table got created, but there is no data type, no data inside this. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to do insert. Okay. So to insert the data, what we will do, PHP databases, first
DML.
database, student table, and then here you go for SQL. So what we need to do, we need to write insert query. Okay. So what will be syntax of if you remember, we have created one database, student database, and we inserted multiple record. So if you want to insert records there, so what you need to do?
DML query.
Yes, database manipulation query. Okay, one important thing. Here we seen like we have this create query, we have insert query. So if you are from non-IT background, then initially it will be a bit difficult to remember syntax, exact syntax of all this query. So what I will suggest for that, you don't need to remember the syntax. Okay, just go to Google search and type W3 school and then SQL and then what query you want. You want create query. Let's type here create table. Open your first link. Here you will get syntax of create query. This is the syntax and you will get one example also. Just copy this example, change your requirement as per requirement, change table name, change column name, and change data type. Same way, what I want to write insert query. Okay, W3 SQL and type here insert query. Okay, go to here, open first link and insert into table name. These are the columns and then value and then values. Okay, so you will get syntax here and you will get one example. Okay, so whatever query you want, you don't need to remember syntax if you are from non-IT backgrounds. It may take some time. By doing practice, automatically you will able to remember. Okay, yeah, if you want to remember, yeah, then it's well and good. If you have time, just remember it. Even if you will not able to remember, you just need to know how to Google it. Just write W3 school, then SQL, and then what you want to do. It will give ready-made thing. Okay, like this, we have this insert query here. I already written in Notepad, so I will not take from there. So this is the syntax of writing this insert query. So what will be syntax? Insert keyword into keyword and table name. Insert into table name. Then these are the columns name. This whatever column name you can see here, it's not mandatory to give column name. Okay, if you are giving column name, then it's well and good. Even if you can, like if you want, you can remove this part. Whatever I have selected at this moment, you can remove this part. Okay, it's up to you. Then values and then value. Okay, so here you can see this is registration ID, this is roll number, this is Mule, I think last name, this is first name, this is country, this is city, and this is class. Okay. So this is the syntax of select query where you can see except this data and this data. Everything is inside single inverted comma. You can see here class is integer data type, role is integer data type. So whenever you want to pass any integer data type, then it must be outside of single inverted comma. If you are giving single inverted comma, then that will be converted as string. Okay. So if you want to pass any string value, then only you need to pass value inside single inverted comma. Okay.
Sir,
So what I will
is it,
do,
is
I
it,
will copy
is it single comma, double inverted comma?
single inverted comma.
Okay, string is in string means in single inverted comma, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, okay.
So yes, you can put double. Actually, for string value, we use double inverted comma also. But in SQL query, it should be inside single inverted comma.
Okay.
So copy this, go here, and go to Clever Cloud. And here I will write the insert query. Okay, this is my insert query, and click on go. Okay, so one row inserted successfully. If you want to see this, click on this browse, and here you can see one record inserted successfully, where registration number is this, roll number is this, last name is this, first name is this, address, city, and class. Okay. So same way I want to insert multiple records. So I will go to edit. It's already inserted. This is 2. This one is 3. Okay. This one is 4. Roll 4. Let's just insert 5 more records. So 5 more records inserted. If I click on this browse, so you can see here, total 6 records are there for class 1. Okay. Now I will insert few records for class 2. As I mentioned, registration number should you remember we discuss about primary key. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
you mentioned
assume,
regarding the class.
sorry.
No, no, no. Continue.
Yeah. So here, as I mentioned, we can make some like column as a primary key. For this table, we haven't made it primary key. If you want to make primary key, then what you need to do, you need to write here primary key. Okay, syntax here you need to write and you can search here also. Create table, and this should be with primary key. Okay, you just need to. Okay, after this also there should be another syntax also. Yeah, you just need to write primary key in this query. Okay. If you will make this registration ID as a primary key, then whenever you will insert data, so this registration ID must be unique. So we already used second and we already used till 6. So this will be A1, and this is for class 2, roll number 1. Registration ID 8, roll number 2, and class 2. Roll number 3, class 2. Let's insert only 3 record for class 2. Click on. Okay. If I go here, click on browse. So you can see here for class 1 we have 6 record, for class 2 we have 3 record. So in this way you can insert data in table. What we will do, we have this table already. Now we are done with insert query. We'll go with select query. Okay. So in insert query, what exactly we are doing? We are inserting data in database. And what select query will do? We will retrieve data from database, or you can say table. We will retrieve data from table. Now I want to write select query. So syntax will be select, then column name, all column names should be comma separated, and then from table name. So this will be your syntax, select column 1, column 2, column 3 like that, and from table name. If you want to retrieve all the columns, then query will be select start from table name. This is the only difference. If you want to select any particular column, then you need to define column name. If you want to select all the column, then it will be start. So let's run this query. Go here. So go to SQL. So what will be syntax? Select. First, we will retrieve all the column start from print. Okay, and so you can see here, it will select all the records in the database. What query we have written? Select start from table name. So what it will do? It will select all the records from this table. Okay. Now I want to retrieve only registration ID and roll number. I don't want to retrieve all the columns. Okay. Then what I here, instead of star, we will type here registration ID, comma, from student. So it's it will retrieve registration ID and then roll from this table. So whatever column you will give as a comma separated, will retrieve only those columns from this table. Okay, now click on edit. Now what I want here, you can see we have this many record. I want only those records who are in class 1. Okay, I want only those students record who are like inside class 1. Okay, so what you can do, you can add where clause. Okay, you can add condition. To add condition, what you need to do, you need to add where. Okay, first I want to retrieve all the information, so I will put star. Okay, from student where, what is my condition? I want to student, so where class equals to 1. So in this way, you can write condition. So what it will do now, it will retrieve only those students who are studying in class 1. So now we are not getting student from class 2. If you want to get student from class 2, then you need to change here class 1 to class 2. Okay, so now you can see we are getting only those students who are doing study in class 2. So in this way, you can add condition. Now I want to write more condition. I want to get all the students who are in class 1 and their roll number is less than 5. Okay, I want only 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want 5, 6 and other class student. I want only those student detail who are in class 1 and their roll number is less than 5. Okay, so what you need to do, I want select start from student. I want all the student where who are in class 1. Okay, my condition is students should be in class 1 and their roll number should be less than 4. Okay, so here you need to write and roll number less than 4. Sorry, less than 5. So you can see here we are getting all the students from class 1 where their roll number is less than 5. Okay, now what I want all the students from any of the class 1 or 2, and their roll number should be less than 5. So what I can do here, I want their roll number is less than 5 and that person should be from any like from class 1 or class 2. Okay, so what you can do, or class equals to, either he should be from class 1 or class 2 and roll number should be less than 5. Okay, when you will run this, so you can see here we are getting from class 1 also roll number is 1, 2, 3, 4, and class 2 also roll number is 1, 2, 3. There is no 4, there is no record in class 2 with roll number 4. That's why that is not coming. Okay. So in this way you can write and means whatever conditions are there, all the conditions should match. This condition should also match inside this bracket and this condition also should match. But if you will write or, any of this condition will match either class 1 or class 2. Okay, so in this way you can write select query. Everyone clear with this?
Yeah.
So as I mentioned, like we have like insert query, select query, and we have delete query also. Okay, so again for delete query, what we can do, we can go to console, not here. If you want to search, just instead of select, mention
Vishnu.
delete query. Everyone go on mute. You're not speaking. So this is the syntax of delete query. Delete from table. Sorry, delete from table name. So you need to give table name where condition is this. If you will not give condition, then it will delete all the records. But if you want to delete any specific record, then you need to give condition. And to write any condition, you need to put after table, you need to put where. Okay. So from here, you can take one example also. Delete from customer table where customer name is this. Okay. In our case, we will identify some other. So I want to delete student whose roll number is 6. Okay. I want to delete student whose roll number is 6. So what will be syntax? Delete from student where roll equals to 6. Roll number is integer value, so we need to put without single inverted comma. And click on. Okay, so it's giving us like you really want to delete? Yes. Okay, now record 6 got deleted. So again, we will search here. At this moment, you can see 6 is here. Now once we'll click on this. So we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this class 2 student. So 6 is not there. So we deleted that one. What I will do now, in delete only, I will delete all the students from class 2. Okay, so this will delete multiple record. So whatever students will be there who all are in class 2 will be deleted. So before this query, we have all this student. Now after this query, we have only class 1 student. All the class 2 student got deleted. Okay. So in this way, you can work on delete query. Okay. Now, if you want to delete all the student, means then you just remove this where clause. The syntax will be delete from student. Then what it will do? It will delete all the records. Okay. And then go to console. See, there is no record. So if you will not give any condition, then it will delete all the records. If you want to delete any specific record, then you need to give condition. Okay. In this way, we can write delete query. So you can see here, you just need to have skill how to do proper search. Okay. Just type W3, type this keyword W3 and then SQL, and then whatever you want to do, just type it here in sentence. It will give you related query. Okay. So syntax wise, while doing practice, once you will do practice for 2-3 days, you can easily remember those syntax. Okay. But in future, if anytime if you will forward, just go to Google and search it properly, you will get this syntax. Okay. So hope you are clear with this. So in next class, we will do lots of other query. We will do some advanced query also, and we will do more query to get more hands-on experience. Okay. So let's connect tomorrow
Ravi,
and
did
continue.
you done neutralization in yesterday's class?
Normalization, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, at this moment, we are just covering basic things. Okay. We are
Okay.
not going on normalization and all. And anyway, like when you will start working on real-time project and all, that will be taken care by DBA team. Okay, database table and all. This is just to give you basic understanding. Okay,
Okay.
that normalization and all, table creation and all, they will do on query.
Okay.
Okay, this DDL query will be done by DBA. Yeah,
Okay.
but for learning purpose, I'm giving you some idea of DML query, sorry, DDL query also.
Okay.
Okay, fine then. So let's continue tomorrow and we'll work on other operations. Like we will work on other